Greetings, Brother Levell B In, masquerading from nobody. True Apostle of Liberty. Here at WELUV The Truth Network. Yeah, with the melodic messages to be good to your earhole and edify your soul. Hey, these are the rants for 2024. I think this is number 7. Yeah, glad to be with you. But listen to this message right here. The revenue man just won't leave me alone. No, the revenue man just won't leave me alone. Well, he robbed me of my money, plundered me out of house and home. The land of the free and home of the brave. It's the land of the free, show the home of the brave. Well, I miss the part where they'll make me an economic slave. The revenue man, the revenue man just won't leave me alone. The revenue man, no, the revenue man, he just won't leave me alone. The revenue man, well, he robbed me of my money and plundered me out of house and home. I've worked 30 long years, my fingers to the bone. Hey, 30 years I put my time in, working my fingers to the bone. Well, I ain't got much to show for it, I can't even get a freaking bank loan. Revenue man, baby. Oh, yeah, from me to you with a friendly mood. These are things we all have to go through. Yeah, the revenue man. I just wanted to say, I'm glad to be back with you on this glorious day. It's a Sunday, as a matter of fact, 17 March 2024. And yeah, the revenue man, if I didn't pay him, he'd be knocking on my door. You know what I mean? And I've got it where they had to put me in a really hard place, you know. What do you call it? Between a rock and a hard place. Because I really, personally, don't believe that I owe income taxes. I don't owe that. I do pay taxes, though. And a lot of folk want to say, hey, this guy, he don't like paying his fair share. But what is your fair share? Who's to say what your fair share is? That's why they have laws. That's why they have regulations. But the income tax is, the way they collect it is illegal. We talk about, you know, but who am I? And they showed me who I am. I ain't nobody. And I ain't trying to be somebody. I just want him to leave me alone. But he won't leave me alone. He won't leave me alone. I mean, I tell you, they shut me down every 8 to 10 years. You shut a brother down. And how do they do that? They close your bank account on you. You can't pay no bills. You know what I'm saying? then then you got to make a deal with them, which I have to do. I have to make a deal with them, but I don't voluntarily sign nothing to say I owe them money. Them being the government, I pay excise taxes. People that's in business, in which I recently started a business before the lockdowns hit, and what a time to start my type of business. And that was a freaking, I'd say, a event enhancement specialist, where I enhance your events, weddings, birthdays, bar mitzvahs, anniversaries. I provide what? Sound, live entertainment, mood music. If you need lights, cool. If you want some video taken, we do some videos. Say you want pictures taken, we take pictures. Those kind of things to enhance the experience of the participants. But excuse me, lockdowns kind of messed that up, because a lot of people, not all people, but a lot of people, they just bowed down and they were scared. They didn't want to get the COVID. So they canceled a lot of stuff. But I was just starting, so my name recognition wasn't quite there. But people had known me as a vocalist, a singer, guitar player, whatever. But they didn't know me as an event enhancement specialist, providing PAs, boards, microphones, lights, whatever we needed at that time to make the event special. But they didn't know me that, so I needed some time for name recognition, to get on the board. But I was shot down before I started. It was some like a couple of wedding receptions, a wedding and a reception together, back to back, that the people were, not concerned with COVID, and I got to fulfill those contracts, and it was a great experience, man. There was one 7-day Adventist I did, man. That freaked me out because I didn't realize it. I wasn't paying attention that they go to church on Saturday. They freaking had the wedding on a Sunday, man, and I wasn't paying attention to that last meeting that we had, shoring up everything. And I said, man, my help is going to be at church. Excuse me. All my guys is going to help me, but I digress, man. But I said this is a rant. I'll be going back and forth. But let's get back to the money, economics. Because here at Celestial Sights and Sounds, LLC, America, LLC, we do talk about economics, politics, and religion. And anyway, I'm going to say, pause this because I got one of my coughing spells coming up. Okay, I'm back in the saddle. Back in the saddle, so please turn blue. Anyway, my allergies are kicking in. It was nice couple of days of 69, 70 degree weather. And now we jump back, man, to where it's cold this morning. And I just, man, what can I say? When it changes, when that kind of climate changes like that, my allergies kick in, and it causes my sinuses to go, and they start dripping on the back of my throat, and that makes me cough. It's just a really harassing kind of thing after a while, because I can't stop, man. Can't stop coughing. And it won't nothing come up, and you keep coughing until something come up. Yeah, let me stop. I'm telling y'all too much. Let's get back to the money again. The method in which that's employed with respect to collecting income taxes, man, there's at least, man, it's got to be over 100 taxes, okay? And you combine that with licensing, bonding charges, and other little charges like penalties, even for tickets that you get for whatever. You combine that, paying out the income tax is just one tax, but that's the one they take from you before you see it. Okay, income tax. And what is income? See, you have to define, when you start talking legal stuff, you need to know the legalese that goes with that. And when you come to the legalese about income tax, there is no defining the word income and what it is in the law. Even in the tax code, it doesn't say what income is. You don't define it legally. So how can you be an income tax evader? Because they tell you are. They have all the guns. They can put you in jail. They can shut your bank account down. Close your bank account, freeze everything, and then you can't pay no bills. And so you're forced to go make a deal with them. You have to. You make a deal with them, and this last deal I did in the state revenue department is a bit more aggressive and merciless compared to the feds. The feds have their other way around to get to you, but you talking about just messing you up, man. The state revenue department has proven. I'm 67 years old, getting ready to be 68, and I've dealt with them, or they've dealt with me for what, 40, 50 years now. Since I've been working and stuff. Now I'm retired now, but I started a business, so ain't nothing like getting you really tuned in to the change and darts and things you have to deal with the government in terms of licenses, whatever, permits, and all the fees you have to pay, even to use your name, your business name. I have to pay every 2 years. It's not that much, but I hadn't made no money, so they had game. But the feds and the state, they definitely got a straight line into the credit union and the banks and whatever. And I do business there, but they not my friend, because anytime a third party, such as the government, write them and tell them, hey, this guy owes this kind of money, so let's see, just freeze his account. And with your people that you work for, they got them tied up because they had to make a deal in order to work the business. They had to sign some paperwork, articles of incorporation and all that kind of stuff. And in that articles of incorporation, it says that you signing over, you are beholden to that state who is your God at that point. All that. And one of those deals is you agree to be a tax collector, and you ain't getting paid for it. So that's like doing work without compensation. But I guess the compensation is you being allowed to do your business. But I'm just saying to you people, what am I saying? What am I saying in this rant? The revenue man, the tax collector, has had a history of being not the most popular person in the land, of course. But again, here we are. I'm scratching a pole behind, which I can say the big thing about it is I'm learning how to live day to day. And I remember the lady singing back in the day, one day at a time, sweet Jesus, that's all I'm asking of you. Teach me today to do everything, whatever I must do. Oh, yesterday's gone, whatever. But one day at a time is my point, okay? One day at a time. And I'm learning to live by my daily bread that the Lord will provide. You understand what I'm saying? I'm learning to do it. And I thank the government for doing that for me. I don't know about y'all, but they make sure that I don't get too much money. And I'm telling you, when I get a big slice of change coming in, I ain't scared to make no money now. But I tell you what, if I can do whatever I can do to keep it out of the hands of the bankers and the credit unions, Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that because I believe in earning and working. Because the Lord said if a man don't work, he shouldn't eat. You understand? That's written. But I don't think I owe a tribute where it's not owed. And as far as the law of the land is, it protects me. It don't provide for the government to plunder me and to just scrape me over the barrel. But they reeled me into the plantation. But I'm just saying they have to take my money, because I'm just a steward of it anyway. So they have to take it. I don't willingly, voluntarily give it. So right now I'm under the gun, and I have to, I made a deal with the state, $500 up front, and they take $75 a month out of my Social Security, And what can I say? What can I say except go ahead, because I need to live. What they say? Oh, you need to just trust the Lord, man. No, the Lord makes a way. He makes a way. And the Lord knows that I'm not in agreement. And I'm gonna tell you what, all you folk out there just think it's okay because that's what the government say, and you scared because they'll come get you. They'll come after you if you don't pay. That's right, they will. But I'm gonna tell you, it's the attitude with what you're doing. You think you're gonna be absolved because you saved or think you saved. No, what these cats are doing with this money that they plunder from you, that you willingly give up because you think you owe it, you rationalize in your mind that you owe it. The money they use it for, you still gonna be accountable for it because you a steward of that money. You worked for it, you got it, and when you let them take it because you think you can't do nothing about it, fine, but you still gonna be held responsible. You understand? The moral arc of the universe is long, but it always bends towards justice. I ain't saying that as a threat. That's just a fact of life, man. So anyway, I'm just trying to say, all the way back when they did the 16th Amendment, let's say William Benson. If y'all check out William Benson, who was a big dog in the Illinois Revenue Department. He was in the Criminal Investigation Division. He wrote a book, a 2-volume set called The Law That Never Was. And he demonstrates by going through different states, 48 states at least, I think. But anyway, he showed how the states never ratified the 16th Amendment. And the 16th Amendment is what gave the teeth to the freaking, what's that bank they call the Federal Reserve? Yeah, they passed that Federal Reserve Act back in 1910, I think it was, or 13. And they passed it through with a few criminal, white-collar, amoral thugs in the House and Senate, because most of them were going home for the holidays. They just had enough that stayed back to pass that. Just go back and check your history out. You understand? I tell you, we talk economics, politics, and religion here at Celestial Digital Audio Messenger, the C-Damn. You understand? But again, it's just a little historical thought. And ain't nothing changed since then. Nothing changed since then. The 16th Amendment is fake. You understand? But we live by it because just like when the slaves had a brother or sister that was wanting to jump and boogie and bust a move and find their groove in freedom. And now they made an example of the ones they caught. Yeah, put them out in front of all the slaves so they can see what happens, and it'll put a fear in them so they wouldn't try it. Matter of fact, they'd go ahead and tell on somebody. And that's how the feds and the state does to people who are, like kind of saying, hey, this tax thing, this income tax thing ain't right. So what they do, they get a person with name recognition, a big movie star or music star, somebody that's prominent in the view of the public, and they are crucify them, for tax evasion, some stupid stuff like that, which don't exist. But they do it, and so everybody else see it. And then, of course, lawyers, they don't stand for you because they all they learn in law school is that whatever Big Brother say, that's what Big Brother gets. So whatever the Federal Reserve say, the government say, that's what they get. So they really ain't standing up your rights, and all of them taking oaths, politicians, to uphold the Constitution against enemies, foreign and domestic, lying through their teeth because they don't do it. That's the last thing politicians are doing today. But again, I'm not, despairing, but I'm not for Republicans or Democrats. As long as they can agree in sessions that plundering us as a people is okay, and that's the little fox that's spoiling the vine. That's the little leaven that has brought us to where we are today. Total lawlessness, total disregard for what the law says. And all you people hyping on, and when I say people, I'm really talking to the Ephesians 4:11 bunch and all those who say they saved, supposed to be saved and everything. But listen, here's what I'm saying. You go to Romans 13, a lot of them like to go there, where it tells us we need to be subject to those that have rule over us, and pay, render unto those who, should be rendered unto, taxes and all that. Tribute, which is taxes, and gifts, But those who have rule over us in America is laws, is the law. They that have rule over us are those laws that govern our existence. And what is it? The Constitution of the United States of America. That's the law of the land. That is what has rule over us. That's why politicians, police officers, and judges, all of them take an oath to uphold and defend the Constitution against enemies, foreign and domestic. But no, we as a people have been dumbed down to the point we don't think about no law being the ruler of us all. We look at people, personalities, and everything. So that's why we are set up right now for a dictatorial type of government. We got it going on right now in our face, and don't even pay attention. We see how things are making transition from a representative government under the Constitution to a little dictatorial mob mentality kind of thing that's going on right now. See, there's one set of people who can do stuff, kick up dirt, and raise all kind of hell, and nothing happens to them. The law, they don't go to jail. They don't have to be held accountable. And those who are, in court or whatever, get away with it. They get a slap on the hand. But in contrast, or comparing to another group of people who we see do just a little something, and I mean, it ain't even really bad. As a matter of fact, it ain't even against the law, but, they get raked over the coals. They go to jail. They are totally messed up by the ones who have been entrusted to do justice, and they're not doing it. So here we are in this land. Oh, every girl, boy, woman, and man. And I've come to the end of another rant. And I don't know what I said, y'all, but I'm just trying to get it off my chest so I can lay and rest. So, Peace be unto you. And whatever comes down the pike, know that you can always gravitate to something you like. Peace.